You know what they say, laughter is the best medicine.
Good one!
We're sure that Pete Davidson's past lovers would say the same.
Yup.
It's almost as if dating the American comedian Pete Davidson is on every female celebrity's bucket list. It's not only Taylor Swift who's got a long list of ex-lovers, because Mr. Davidson over here has quite a long list himself. Welcome back to our channel. And for today's video, we have a comedian giving us the show. We'll be giving you all a trip down memory lane, revisiting the beautiful women Pete has been with over the years he's in the industry, especially the ones that have found a safe haven in his arms after times of heartbreak and separation in their past marriages. The details and more in today's Celebrity Gossips. How does a 29-year-old comedian land more women than most men in their lifetime? Maybe the ladies we'll be talking about in today's video would let us know how, but before we get into it, why don't you leave your guesses in the comment section below? Okay, let's talk about Pete. American comedian and actor Pete Davidson has made a name for himself for being a star on Saturday Night Live, as he would almost never fail to make people laugh on the show. Whether doing skits or stand-up comedy, he has always managed to deliver the punchline in the most creative ways. But that's not all he's known for. At 29 years old, the SNL host has had quite the dating life over the past years, from flirty flings to full-on relationships to even getting close to tying the knot. Davidson is out here gaining relationship experience more than most men without even reaching his 30s. And as of right now, he's starting to make a different name for himself by having dated a fair amount of beautiful divorced ladies. But before we talk about them, let's spread out the timeline first, shall we? Going way back to 2015, Pete Davidson had his first public relationship with fellow comedian Carly Aquilino. The two met on Girl Code and Guy Code and have remained on good terms ever since the breakup. Next on the list is author and actress Cassie David. Their relationship lasted for a whole 2 years when dating in 2016 and lasted until May 2018. David and Davidson mended their friendship after the breakup, and the author even mentions the comedian in one of her book's acknowledgments. Shortly after Cassie David, the actor's next relationship took the internet by storm. Pete Davidson started dating singer, actress Ariana Grande in October of that same year. 24 days after getting together, they immediately got engaged. They eventually called it quits after 5 months, but within that time, they got several matching tattoos together and got a pet pig. We're skipping ahead a bit, but don't worry. We'll talk about his relationship with Miss Kate Beckinsale back in 2019 after this. Shortly after her, Pete was seen in Venice with actress Margaret Qualley. The two were seen holding hands while strolling through the city. Next, we have American model Kaia Gerber, but the couple didn't last long as they ended their relationship in December 2019 after a few months. Then in March of 2021, Pete and Bridgerton actress Phoebe Dynevor started seeing each other. But again, it didn't last for very long as they called it quits in August. Can you guess who Pete Davidson started dating next? Let me tell you right now, we'll be talking about this one and two more of his relationships in detail.
You will?
But before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button if you're enjoying this video. Subscribe and hit that notification bell for more celebrity gossip like this one. Alright, now onto the ones who have tied the knot once and then found comfort in the arms of Mr. Davidson. In early 2019, Pete started to date English actress and model Kate Beckinsale. This was one of the actress's first known dip into the pool of romance after ending her 11-year marriage with filmmaker Len Wiseman. The two met in 2003 and got married the following year, but sadly called it quits in November 2015. Davidson and Beckinsale were seen flirting at a post-Golden Globes party, and it gave everyone a massive shock. With Pete being 25 and Kate 45, the 20-year age gap was definitely noticeable. Following that initial spark, they kept things on the down low, but there have been a few public vacations that suggest their affection grew. The following month, a holiday with friends was being planned, as a source from The Sun said that they wanted to get away from the cameras and take the pressure off after a difficult time in both of their individual lives. In that same month, sources over at Heat magazine said that the Saturday Night Live star is head over heels for the British actress, showering her with gifts and constantly blowing up her phone. And it really does look like things are going incredibly well, because in March of 2019, Davidson finally met with the parents. The couple had an intimate dinner together with Beckinsale's mom, Judy Lowe, and stepfather, Roy Battersby. But alas, it wasn't meant to be, because a month after meeting the parents, the pair had gone their separate ways. A source over on Entertainment Tonight says that they both are still friendly but no longer on romantic terms. Fast forward 2 years later, after Phoebe Dynevor, Pete Davidson decided to give us one of the biggest plot twists of that year. Davidson was spotted holding hands with 42-year-old reality TV star Kim Kardashian. 8 months after filing for divorce from rapper and now ex-husband Kanye West, Kim decided to shoot her shot with the comedian. The Skims founder confirmed that she was the one who made the first move after sharing a kiss on a Saturday Night Live skit about Aladdin and Jasmine in October. When talking about the start of their relationship, Kim said in an episode of The Kardashians that aired in June of this year, "So a few days later, I called the producer at SNL and was like, 'Hey, do you have Pete's number?' And they were like, 'Yeah.' From holding hands at an amusement park to having dinner in Pete's hometown in November, the two caused a stir in fans and the media. Then on November 17, celebrating Pete Davidson's birthday, American rapper Flavor Flav posted a picture on Instagram with none other than Kim Kardashian and her mother, Kris Jenner. The two were wearing matching pieces of clothing. If matching outfits doesn't confirm anything, what will? Later that month, People magazine reported, he's exactly what Kim needed after her divorce. Someone to make her laugh and just have a fun time with. The end of her marriage was a very dark time for her, and Pete has been the best antidote. Fast forward to February this year, Davidson finally confirms that he and Kim are a couple by calling her his girlfriend in an interview with People. Then on May 2, the couple even walked the carpet at the 2022 Met Gala. Then by June, the pair had been thinking about moving in together. But then Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson called it quits after 9 months of dating in the first week of August. Their busy schedules made their long-distance relationship really difficult to maintain. But they have a lot of love and respect for one another, says a source from E! News. Then, just like clockwork, in November 2022, there was word going around that Pete Davidson and 31-year-old model actress Emily Ratajkowski got together. While the comedian just got out of his relationship with Kim, the model just separated from her husband, Sebastian Bear McClard, a month before the two started talking. It is too early to say anything about their relationship, but the insider tells us that there's no doubt Pete loves a challenge, and he's certainly met his intellectual match in Emily. Looks like when it comes to having a list of ex-lovers, Pete Davidson is a sure contender. Not to mention 3 of them are lovely divorced women who are noticeably older than him. But hey, they say that age doesn't matter when it comes to love. As for his new relationship with Emily, we're all eager to see how it goes. But if you want to see a relationship that already has its happily ever after, check out our video on J.Lo and her new album. And that's the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring that notification bell to get notified when the tea's boiling hot. And while you're still here, come check out our other videos. And we'll see you next time here in Celebrity Gossips.